A company called Bible Game Central recently sent me a sample of some of their games for me to review. Now, although my channel doesn't generally do product reviews, because Bible Game Central is about helping kids know, show, and share the gospel of Jesus, I was honored to do it in this case. So today in this video, I'm going to be looking at 4 particular games, the 4 that they sent me. We have Bible Bingo, Christmas Bingo and Memory Card Game, Bible Memory Game, and Parable Parade Card Game. Now, a little disclosure. The owner of Bible Game Central is a contributing author on my website, johnrothra.com. However, I have not been paid for this review. This video is not sponsored by anybody, and the review that you're going to see is my honest, as objective as I can be, opinion about these games. I will highlight the strengths and the weaknesses that I see. Now, if you like the content of my channel, be sure and subscribe, hit the little bell icon, give the video a thumbs up, and you know the routine. But also, if you want to share this video and you find my content helpful, the information to share is just down below. Go ahead and check it out. Also, I'll put a link to Bible Game Central in the description below. Now, with that being said, on to the review. Now, overall, my first impression of these games, although they're still in the plastic, is that they are well packaged and well designed. I like the fact that they use nice vibrant colors, that they are attractive. And for example, these bingo games here, the boxes appear sturdy and well made. And the overall impression, when I first look at them here, when taking them out of the shipping package, is a positive one. They are bright and colorful and overall well designed. However, you can't always tell something by its cover. So let's go ahead and open up these games and take a look at the items that are actually inside the boxes. Oh, there's plastic on the inside. There's 1 deck and 2 decks of this Bible memory game. I'm going to guess that the parable one is the same way, that there's 2 decks wrapped in plastic. Overall, they look good. On the front sides, they both say Genesis, and it has here Old Testament law, which is a good way of teaching not only what part of the Bible it's located in, but what aspect of the Bible. This describes the law, and it's part of the law section of the Old Testament. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Numbers. So it's overall, I like the packaging. So let me go ahead and put these to the side, and I'll go ahead and open up this one, and so that way I can get the plastic off the inside of those ones too. All right, before I do the plastic removal, I just want to mention that the Parable one, the Parable Parade card game, is pink and orange. It may have different shapes on here. This one has a crown. It may have different shapes or pictures on each card. I don't know quite yet, but this one has the logo and stuff for Parable Parade. And it has here the wise and foolish builders with a description of it, has the explanation of it, and let's see, Jesus told this parable to emphasize the importance of putting his words. So it doesn't just tell the parable here, it actually tells you what the teaching of the parable is, which is actually a good idea. It's a good way to teach kids about that, and exactly how to play this, you have to read the instructions. It did come with instructions, and I like the fact that this is a well done instructions. It's not paper like you see in some. This is actually, it is paper, but it's cardstock. Don't know if you hear that, but it's cardstock, and it's overall durable. It's pre-folded, so if you need to fold it and store it back in the box, you can easily just put it back in the box without damaging it. It's already done for you. Not damaged for you. It's already pre-seamed, pre-creased, pre-folded, pre-scored, or whatever they call that. So let me go ahead and get the plastic off of these packages of cards here. I've got the cards out of the plastic, and let's take a look at them. I'm going to start off with the Bible memory game. And I'll look overall at just the one color. I'm going to look at the pink one because, that was closest to me. But the overall impression of the cards is that they are slick, not in a bad sense, slick like playing cards. They have a nice veneer, is that the right word, to them, a good finish to them. They are overall, don't know if you can hear this, they are overall good quality cardstock. These are copyright 2020, so these have actually been updated, if they have been updated, but these are actually done this year. So these are recent ones. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and it's different pictures on each card. overall, I like the fact that these are well done. The colors on them are vibrant, but I like the fact that they are good quality. Let me see how they feel when I just set them down. Oh, they feel good. It's like getting, going to the store and buying a deck of cards for, playing canasta or whatever card game you might like, pinochle or something. But, it's like grabbing those, and it looks like about the same size as those too. So the quality overall, I'm impressed with. If I had one critique, there are some of these where the contrast between the text and the background color is, in my opinion, a little bit low. It should have I think, a greater contrast, especially if you have parents or kids that are colorblind or have any kind of vision impairment. For example, you can see the Old Testament and Old Testament history here. I think it's history. Yeah, Old Testament history here. It's low contrast. It's a light green with a white. I prefer a sharper contrast, such as you see with this Old Testament law. And I prefer something like that because it's a sharper contrast and thus easier to read. But my impressions overall is that these are good quality. I do like the colors. The fonts are playful. They're fun. They are overall easy to read. And you can, I might do some B-roll on this and show you, but you can see the fonts and stuff are overall playful, and the designs of the characters. My impressions overall of the Bible memory game cards is that they are well designed. They are going to be good quality. They should last for a while unless you decide to abuse them. And do not abuse your cards. Take care of them so you can use them over and over and over at your church or at home. Well, let's take a look at the Parable Parade. Again, these are cards. These ones seem to have the feel of them is a little different. The feel of the Parable Parade card game is a little different. They aren't quite as, I don't know if slick is the right word, smooth. They seem to have more friction on them when they sit up against each other. Overall, I think the quality of the paper, the cardstock is good. The colors, like with the Bible memory game, are vibrant. The fonts are good. Let me take a peek, since I did mention contrast. I'm not seeing, just scrolling through here quickly here, the pink on white may be a little low contrast. It may not be, but I'm nitpicking with that, honestly. Now, the design of these characters, where the Bible memory game cards are designed with a cubic style or an angular style character, the ones for the Parable Parade seem to have more rounded edges, fewer angles. You can see with the Moses card on the left how the beard and the head are squared and the clothing is angular, and there's these sharp corners in the design, whereas the card on the right, which is from the Parable Parade, the heads are more rounded, the hair doesn't have the squared or triangular look. It has more of a, not natural look, basically. I don't know what word would describe that, but it doesn't look as angular. It's more rounded in its design overall. So it's a different design for each game, and I like that. I like that because visually what it says is this is not part of the same set. But my impressions overall of the Parable Parade card game is that it is well designed, and again, cardstock is good quality. I'm impressed with that. Like with the Bible memory game, the colors are bright, they're vibrant, they're attractive, especially to kids. So again, if you're looking for some good games, good quality games, as far as design and attractiveness for your church or at home, these would be a good thing to check out. Now, I've looked at the card games, so now I want to take a look at the bingo games and see what they look like. All right, I've got two bingo games here. I've got the Bible Bingo and, the Christmas Bingo. So I'm going to begin with the Bible Bingo, and we'll go to Christmas in just a second. But let's go ahead and open up this one. And again, my first impressions are that it's well packaged. These cards, again, like with the previous games, each card is in plastic, and I'll open that in just a second. But we've got a quick guide instructions, and it's well designed. I like the fact that it's thicker. It feels like it's thicker paper. It's laminated. It's got a plastic veneer on it, if that's the right terminology. It's not cheap paper just thrown together. The fonts are well designed. They're easily readable. The designs are overall impressive. I like that you can read this. You can see it. It has a like a table of contents on the very front. So overall, the instructions are good. And for the pieces, you got this plastic bag. I'm not sure what this plastic bag is for. Maybe it's for storing the bingo cards in plastic. Okay. And we've got the bingo markers. You just put these down on the places where you have that item. Continue to look at the packaging here. Now, this is a pretty standard plastic container that you would see in most any game. It's not bad. It's not great. It's pretty standard. So, but overall, it's going to work. It's going to do its job of storing the items. So let's take a look at the bingo. Let me go and open up all of this in the plastic, and we can take a look at each part. All right, I've got everything out of the plastic, and we'll begin with the bingo cards themselves. These are overall well designed. Again, like everything else, good quality cardstock, laminated. And these are individually numbered cards. So we have card 48, 47, 45, down through 25. Then it's nice. It's flip it on the back. It's a different card on each side. What I do like, and again, I'll do B-roll for this, is they have law, history, poetry, major prophets, minor prophets, Old Testament, New Testament, gospel and history, letters from Paul, general letters and prophecy. They've categorized these by the type of book in the Bible. And you do have your free space, which is traditional with bingo. But overall, I do like this. It's colorful. The design matches what's on the Bible memory game, as far as the angular style of the animation, of the artwork. It's got the angular style. If I had one critique, it would be that sometimes the font may be a little small for some kids to read, or even some adults. For example, you can see Lamentations, you can see 2 Thessalonians or Deuteronomy. The font is a little small, but that's because the square is small and it's a long word. You got to fit into that square, so it's going to, as a result, shrink the size of the text. But overall, again, that's a minor tweak, because you can still go with the picture, because the picture will match what is on the card. For example, you can see that you have Leviticus on the bingo card, but it matches the picture here of Leviticus on the actual card that the person will call out and say, if you have Leviticus, put your little piece there. So you can go with the picture there too. Now, storing these cards do go into this box here. You can just slip them right into the, helps if you use your finger slots, right into the slots there, and they just fit right in. I like the fact that there's a gap there. They don't just come right up to the very top and want to slide all over. There's a gap there. So they sit inside there. I like that. It gives you a little bit of room, so they are definitely going to stay in. These will just sit right on top like that. Now let's take a look at these little plastic pieces. These are the little things you would put on the cards for marking. One criticism I would have is I wish this was a Ziploc baggie or a resealable bag. It is not. So once you open it, I'm going to have to get a Ziploc baggie. Maybe that's what this was for. Maybe this is for the cards. I don't know. But I don't think this is for these, because I don't know if those would fit in this bag here. I'm going to try it, see if they fit. But I wish that this bag it came in was a resealable bag. Now the pieces are overall green but transparent, so you can see through them. They are plastic overall. Good quality, pretty basic plastic pieces that you would find in most games. Now let me see if I can fit all of these into this bag to see if that's what that's about. Let's take a peek. Well, turns out I was wrong. They do fit into this bag, so apparently this bag is for storing the little pieces, which is good. Now I've put the cards in the box, and so I want to take the cards out of the box. One more little critique: getting these game cards out of the box isn't as easy, because you risk risking, I don't know if you can see it, spilling the cards themselves, because I have to kind of dump this out, because my fingers don't quite fit. So I wish there was a little bit of a gap in there for my fingers to fit. All right, let's see if this bag will fit into this compartment right here. Try not to look at the phone. I mean, it does. It's not flush with it. It doesn't go completely flush with it. So it does have a little bit of maybe of an overlap, or coming up above the black plastic. But now let's put these cards in there. If I can grab them while holding the phone. Didn't quite get all of them. That's okay, because I can always grab the other ones here and put them on top. And there we go. Yeah, it does fit overall. It does work. It does go in. And so that does work in that aspect right there. So overall, my impression of the Bible Bingo is it's well made. Again, the box is good quality box. It's well made, well designed, colorful, bright. I believe it would be attractive to kids and fun for kids. Now let's take a look at the Jingle Bells, Christmas Bells, I Can't Sing a Song, Christmas Bingo, and memory card game. All right, just like the other one, stuff sealed in plastic. Okay, we've got them out of the plastic, and just like the Bible Bingo, the quality of the card is cardstock, it's laminated. I like the very red and green Christmassy feel of this, so it's immediately screaming Christmas. I like that the font overall. It's a good font. It's a good font. The Christmas Bingo font. The Christmas words. It looks like a Christmassy font. I don't know if it was designed by the font maker as a Christmas font, but it looks like a Christmas font. And we have, let's see, the cards on the back say Blessed Christmas. On the front are various pictures. Oh, that's interesting. I just noticed. Some are red, some are green. Christmassy! So we've got that. But the pictures, just like with the Bible Bingo, the pictures on the cards match the pictures on the game cards, the game boards, whatever they're called. But like the other ones, they are front and back. You can do front and back games. It's different cards on each side. And so we have, looks like 48 games. Overall, like with the Bible Bingo, these are well made. The cards are laminated. They feel good. They feel good quality. I did not see an instructions on the inside, but there is how to play on the back. The pieces are just like in the Bible Bingo game, so nothing really to say different about these. And the packaging is the same. These fit in there. The cards slip inside. And actually, again, there's a good gap there, and these cards would sit on top, and the lid goes on it. What were my overall thoughts of these games? Well, first I'll summarize their strengths, and then I'll summarize their weaknesses. When it comes to the manufacturing and design, I really did like the fact that the packaging and the game pieces appeared to be made out of high-quality materials. Additionally, I like the fact that, especially for kids, that they used bold, vibrant colors that would really be attractive to kids. I also liked the fact that they didn't use the same artistic style on all games, but instead varied it up. When it comes to gameplay, I did like the fact that they used familiar games. That makes the games more approachable for almost anybody. Additionally, I found that the games overall would be easy to learn. And then a big plus was the fact that the games didn't just teach Bible trivia, they actually help teach kids about what the Bible says and teaches in relation to who God is, what Jesus did, and how we relate to him. So there's a deeper teaching beyond just a simple, who is this person and who is that person. I did notice some weaknesses, however. When it comes to the design, I did see some areas where I thought there was some low contrast with the colors. Additionally, I thought at times the font sizes were a little too small. And also, there are some inconsistencies when it comes to instructions. For example, these two games put the instructions on the back of the box. However, these two games put instructions inside as a separate item. And if the box gets damaged, well, your instructions also get damaged. When it comes to gameplay, a couple weaknesses that I noticed were that these games are competing against digital devices. They're competing against phones and tablets. And so it may be tough to compete against that. Additionally, I thought that some kids might find the games not engaging enough and not stimulating enough, but that may not be the same for all. Now, those are overall the strengths and weaknesses, so how would I grade these? Well, considering how they were made, the purpose for which they're made, and the mentality and philosophy behind them, and the overall gameplay, I would give these a 4.5 stars. Now, I'll put a link down below so you can check out these games and others from Bible Games Central. Now again, if you like the content on my channel, be sure and subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give the video a thumbs up, and if you want to share, that info is just down below. So until next time, as I always say, I love you, Jesus loves you a whole lot more, so until next time, keep knowing, showing, and sharing the gospel of Jesus. If you enjoy the content on this channel, then check out the merch, MP3s, and more at johnrothra.com.